All right, let's see if this is working. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way, guys. If you can see me, it'll just be a second. Candy's coming. Hey, there we go. Can you guys see me? Hear me? Wrangling Saturn's a good excuse. I'll take that. All right, awesome. Well, thank you guys for being here. It is awesome to see all my friends in chat. So, Stingy, Unforticated, Lesbosac, Old Cars, Python, Sarah, Connor. That is awesome. You guys are great for being here. Serious, all my good homies. All right, so here's what we're doing. I got two. Let me make sure you can see my pretty mug here. I got two subjects for Steve's Creepy Van, and we're going to look at both of them tonight. They're ridiculous. And we'll hold a poll, and we will see who's going to be the next episode. Both of these will be featured, but it's just going to be who's first. So, thank you, Stingy. Appreciate that, man. All right. I have no idea what I'm doing here, so if there's a little bit of hiccups tonight, just excuse me. Tell me if I need to adjust volumes or anything. Do you guys want to start with Democ or Santos? Oh, see, that's what I was asking you, Dano. I have some good Santos ones. I'm going to pull him up.
Counterspace.
We'll start with Santos. Oh, of course. I see Democ. Sorry, Dano. Sticking with it. All right, so Santos is a quantum mystic kind of guy. He's all about, frequencies, vibrations, and how that proves something called counterspace, which is basically the paranormal or metaphysics in a sense. But he's just wrong about everything. I got some clips that I can't wait to tell you about. So we're going to start with his argument here on counterspace. He doesn't think data has any weight. We'll get into that after this clip. I'm going to play it for you.
Eric Dollard, Ken Wheeler, all of these great real scientists will tell you that. What is counterspace? Fortunately, we have a really good example of how to explain how we come here and how everything comes here via the computer. If you go and buy a hard drive, 50 gig hard drive, and it's empty, and you've got the same brand and it's full, it's got 50 gigabyte of photos and movies and all sorts of stuff on it, which one weighs more? How is it that a computer full of data still weighs the same? Because the files, they're in counterspace. They're not spatial, they're zeros and ones. Counterspace is not visible to us, but it is where everything comes from. And atoms, redshift, blueshift, are what brings them out into the material world by means of a vibration.
Yeah, so that's what we're dealing with here. He's going to say a whole lot of nothing. I watched one of his 45-minute videos, and there wasn't one thing of value to pull from the whole video. He literally just says words and doesn't go anywhere with it at all. Yeah, like there's no like point. He doesn't have any argument he's making. He just says stuff. But the data has no weight. Ones and zeros, though, you know, believe it or not, it's not actually just ones and zeros. It's actually it's a magnetic alignment for a hard drive. That's why magnets screw hard drives up. And to align magnets, it takes energy to do that. You have to put energy into a system. And like on a terabyte hard drive, data wouldn't weigh more than, it's less than the weight of a hydrogen atom, but there is weight. So it's physical. It exists. So his whole argument about counterspace is just nonsense. And he just blows through these points as if it's common knowledge or as if he's proved a point, and he doesn't present any evidence. He doesn't present any research, no papers or anything that he's used to substantiate this information. So it's very frustrating hearing him make these claims. But he also says a lot about lasers. I don't know if anybody knows about Santos and lasers, but this is a good one.
It's in your chakras. Why has the bottom one got 4 petals, and which is red, and why has the blue chakra got 16 petals? Because they're telling you it has a higher frequency. And if you get a blue laser as opposed to a red laser, which one is going to burn you more? Which one's more powerful?
All right, I'm gonna let you guys answer that one. Which one's going to burn you more, the red laser or the blue laser? So with lasers, obviously the color of the laser is affected by the frequency or the wavelength of the light. Blue is going to have a higher frequency because there's, it's a shorter wavelength of light. Hey, there we go. I'm seeing some great answers, some people using their brain. And Lesbosac, you're actually right. I hope I'm saying that right, by the way. Yeah, you're actually right, but in a weird way. So red lasers will penetrate deeper into your skin. Blue lasers will just cause a surface burn. But it's the wattage of the laser that matters. It's the amount of photons coming at you. So obviously a 1 watt laser is going to do a lot of damage, where a 10 milliwatt is going to do barely anything. I don't know. I don't know if those answers are accurate, but it's a relative thing on wattage. It has nothing to do with the frequency of light. That just has to do with how deep it's going to penetrate. So Santos also says blue will burn you worse because it's a higher frequency, which is sort of odd because he goes through this whole thing of saying high frequency is healthy for you, and that's what we're striving for. So I don't know why he would want the blue laser to be the worst one, but he does.
Why has the bottom one got 4 petals, and which is red, and why has the blue chakra got 16 petals? Because they're telling you it has a higher frequency. And if you get a blue laser as opposed to a red laser, which one is going to burn you more? Which one's more powerful, red or blue?
That's him being deep there. He does answer the question and say blue. He commits to an answer. He just commits to a wrong answer. So, all right, this is a good one.
Maybe not for jockey.
he's going to tell a story about a Renaissance artist here. And if anybody knows the story of this Renaissance artist, feel free to chime in and tell me how much of this you think is actually historically accurate. Hey, Big Fish, how you doing? Seeing all the chat right now, I just don't know how to split my focus, so, be a little patient with me.
Maybe not for Giotto, as they say in English. The guy who did the perfect circle and was entered into the Florence Academy in the 1500s because he was a peasant. Giotto, he was just a poor boy, didn't even go to school. So how could you enter an arts school, right? So the committee looked at him and said, sorry, boy, there's no place for you here. You're a poor boy. And he said, can I just show you my art? I just want to show you one thing. And they said, yeah, go ahead. And he went ahead and he did a perfect circle. Like the circle was...
That was profound right there. I just want to pause for a moment. Santos is basically our modern day Da Vinci. Unfornicated, that sounds awful, man. Optic fiber cable, if I'm not mistaken, is an absolute nightmare to work with. I feel for you. Santos doesn't need to be making that harder.
Perfect. They measured it. They looked at it. The whole committee, they just thought, it's impossible. Not even an artist can do a perfect circle. And yet Giotto, he did. You see, so we all have different skills and abilities, guys. So we have a redshift.
Okay. Does anybody know the story of Giotto? It is he's an artist from Florence. He got that part generally correct, but everything else was just completely made up, and I don't know where he gets this crap. Because if you knew the story of the guy, then you know you're making this up. Like, if you know of the existence of the person, you have to know you're being an absolute, like, you're being disingenuous about it. This was a little farm boy who was basically, he was an intelligent little boy that was very gifted in art, and from a young age he had like a mentor and somebody showed him the way, and he was always considered a very bright artist, and he was always very highly regarded. The Pope commissioned a chapel or something, whatever they build. Pope wanted a building painted, and he told Giotto, we want to test you out, and he drew the circle for his submission, and they actually took him on, and he did a great job. But it has nothing to do with some art academy in Florence. Giotto never went to art school. He was, like I said, gifted from a very young age, and then the Pope used that as a test. It wasn't even in person. Giotto put that on a piece of paper and sent it with a messenger. So it's like, where do you get that he was trying to go to art school and did this in front of some headmaster that was trying to tell him he couldn't get in? Like, that's a lot of making shit up. But I guess you got to do that when you got these weird little butt pills on screen here, and you're going to try to show everybody how smart you are. So, all right, back to it. Might have been Lesbosac. He did and Jesus. He did Jesus walking on water in front of chapel. That's his most favorite piece. But I think I know which one you're describing, and that's a Baroque artist. I'll have to look that up.
Universe. And this thing here is called hyperbola.
Because he put a B and an L there, that's why. This is what his chart looks like completed, by the way. Here he is taking it all down, but you'll see there's coitus on there. He's got a fun little story about sex here, so we're going to go there.
Coitus. So Saturn, old man time, he made all this for coitus.
Not to mention, sorry to keep pausing it, but it says arbor here, not ball. So I'm not sure which model of butt cheeks to go off of at this point.
Sex. Gee. Boring old sex.
Not supposed to be. So he says it's sarcastic, but I think that's 100% factual. Let's hear it again.
Sarcastic, of course. Gee. Boring old sex.
Sex with Santos is boring. I would think that's the best it could be. All right. So there's a video that Santos has out that sort of caught my attention. And he's banned from YouTube, but he circumvents his ban by... there's a channel called Daily Motivation. Honestly, I don't even know if they're serious when they post his stuff, because sometimes there's little, like, memes clipped in there. But they seem to be supportive of him, and they have hundreds of thousands of views on his content, so it's, going well for him there. But this video from Daily Motivation caught my attention and sort of made Santos a contender for the ban.
Your birth certificate is a bond. You are a billionaire. The sun is our savior. There's 3 suns, by the way. The Mithraics and the Zoroastrians, they taught that there are 3 suns. Your torso knows about...
So he thinks there's actually 3 suns, but he's very into thinking that the sun is the actual sun, but it's also the sun, the spirit, the Holy Father, all that stuff. He will jump back and forth between using them literally and metaphorically, and just whenever it's convenient for him. So yeah, 3 suns. That's probably how the 24-hour suns happened in Antarctica, because it wouldn't just be one, right? I don't know. This guy is so weird. He thinks that things are like plastered onto a firmament. He's Babylonian with his beliefs. So if you still think like the Babylonians, you should not. That was a long time ago. So that brings me to my next point with him, that he thinks everything is a holy trinity. He's one of those people. So you get clips like this from him.
Everything is atomic. The problem is, most people don't know what an atom is. And when you learn and know what an atom is, it is a trinity, a neutron, a proton, and an electron. You will find that that trinity transfers into every other field of human knowledge.
So he has a 9th grade level of science. There's obviously more parts to an atom than 3. It's not just a neutron, a proton, and an electron. Neutrons and protons aren't even distinctly separate blocks. They're more of like they're a soup of quarks. So it's kind of like not really the Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit, but it's like the Son, the Father, and like 2 mistresses and a Holy Spirit and a dog. So the statement he made earlier, I meant to play this after it with the where he said we're all billionaires. He takes a page out of a Sovereign Citizen handbook and thinks that our birth certificates are stocks or bonds. I've heard this before, but he thinks we're all worth billions of dollars and can use our birth certificates as currency. And he tells us how to do so in this clip. He's very confident with it. He provides great sources. So here it is.
Birth certificate is a bond. You are a billionaire. If you check in the website called... there is a website where you can check your stocks. If you put your birth certificate number in, I've checked mine, billions of dollars. That's why when the cops get...
So, I don't know if you noticed, these aren't his stocks. He just used some B-roll, some stock footage. Because he's worth billions. This is only $83,000, so this is chump change to him. I just need to know where the website is. If anybody knows the website that I can go to verify that I'm worth billions of dollars, and I can just check my stocks, I would love to know. He glossed over it, didn't provide a link, of course, but I'm sure it was just an oversight. It's probably the only thing I could actually get out of him that would be useful. So, another another page out of the playbook is his word game. This drives everybody nuts, including me. I'm just going to play the clip. We'll talk about it after.
So someone you say, oh, he's insane, means he's not complete. See, we come from the stars, right? We're all stars, all right? Young children we call youngsters. Our sisters we call spinsters. Good people we call masters. Bad people we call fraudsters, gangsters and mobsters. Cool people in Hollywood we call rock stars, movie stars, superstars.
Stars.
Imposters. Disasters. But we're all stars. Where do we come from? Our ancestors. Well, a star is a star. So we know we come from them, and we're stardust, and we're going back to the stars, but they are lights in the firmament, and they are actually holes, which are portals, wormholes. You see?
You see? You see how he synced that up there? So stirs actually means like of a profession or of a type. Like I don't remember the exact definition, but it doesn't mean stars. That's for damn sure. Definitely doesn't mean that. Has a very rooted. It's a Germanic word or suffix, and yeah, it just doesn't mean that. So once again, this guy, like, the effort he puts into making up bullshit when he doesn't have to is the spectacle to me. It's like, if you're gonna lie to take advantage of people, you should probably only lie when you have to, so that there's not a whole bunch of lies that people are gonna catch. You know, you keep the lies to a minimum so that you can deceive people. But he takes the opposite approach, and somehow it worked. So I find that fascinating. We're gonna have to figure out why that is. So I know I've jumped around a little bit. I'm gonna get back to his Holy Trinity thing, because it just he refers to himself as Christian, but he doesn't refer to himself as a Christian of, he calls them post-Roman Christians, or like, you know, after the Roman Empire messed it up, he says. So he's, I guess, a Christian before Christianity. He thinks everything's a Holy Trinity, and he thinks that, you know, predates Christianity. It might, but that's where all this comes from when he's talking about that. So just so you're aware of his stance and how he sees himself.
Is the Son and Saviour. The Son is our Saviour. There's 3 sons, by the way. Spirit, soul.
I played that already. Oh, no, I didn't. This is an extended one. I'm sorry.
There's 3 sons, by the way. Spirit, soul, and body. There has to be. It can't work any other way, otherwise you wouldn't be animated. And as magnetism and electricity are one but different, you have to understand this. It's like fire has always got light and heat to it. But heat is different to fire. I can get heat without a fire. But fire is never separate from heat. So fire is one, heat is another, but they are one. And light, which comes from fire, is also different, but they're all one. Water the same. You get ice, you get water flowing, and you get gas. Well, there you go. Water is 3 states, so it's a trinity. Everything's a trinity. So who created the sun?
So plasma exists. There's something called heavy water, which is, I don't know if that qualifies as a different state, but there's different forms of matter than 3. There's more than 3 different states of matter, as much as he would like there to be. Once again, it's a 9th grade level of science knowledge that he has, that he's applied to quantum mysticism, which is, I mean, to be quite honest with you, it's beyond anything that I could conceptualize. I won't say anybody else, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I understand quantum theory in front of you. And I would guarantee you Santos doesn't. Still waiting for that website, by the way, if anybody knows where I can get my billions. I wouldn't mind that. Okay. I'm going to play one more clip here. It kind of goes back to the data annotation thing. Charles, that's hilarious. Worth a loony and $1.50. You can't touch, he says you can't touch fire because it's ones and zeros. He thinks energy is like non-physical. He thinks all energy is it exists outside of us. You do interact with energy, and it's usually very painful when you do. But touching a fire does yield a result, even though he's going to say it doesn't.
Okay, so like a computer, the spirit is the file, because it is spiritual. You can't touch it. You can't touch those zeros and ones. They're in counterspace. They're in crystals. They're energy. They're not even forms. They're just energy. And yet, RAM in the computer delivers it to your screen. So RAM, which in Sanskrit coincidentally means soul, Rama, Sri Rama, the god of the Hebrews, that's your RAM in your computer. The theatre is the screen. That's your physical body, right? So the computer's teaching you how everything works.
Bam, profound. Once again, absolutely life-altering information there. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll eat a little crow here. I thought he said fire when I farmed that clip. He said file. So he wasn't saying you can't touch fire, but he was saying you can't touch the file, which you can. Bring a really strong magnet near a computer, and you will be touching all of that data. All right, so I think it's somewhat obvious here at this point that he really tries to, is water wet? He really tries to make a case that the things going on in a computer or the information, I guess, exchange that's going on in a computer system, the way that, chips or your processor talks to the motherboard and things like that, he equates that to evidence of metaphysics or counterspace. This is how well he understands a computer. Just so you're aware, he is very, very ignorant to how a computer works. There we go.
It'll have to be next week. So as you know, I've had a lot of problems with this computer. And it's maxed out. So the problem with this computer is that I can't open my mail or my WhatsApp because I can't access them because it says that my computer is too full.
All right. So he just has a full hard drive. He could buy a chip. He could buy it's a laptop, so you can't just straight up, put a new hard drive in there. You could, but he can't. But it's a MacBook, so I know there are storage increase options for that in a very convenient format type. He spent $3,000, if not more, on a new computer that he just gave away. Well, he didn't give it away, but he swapped for it because he couldn't figure out how to clean up his damn hard drive. And because this $3,000 computer he bought didn't have as much hard drive space on it. So he said it's already worthless for him. I don't know how he turns it on in the morning. Flash memory would be fine. Yeah. I mean, at this point, he could start transcribing things into books. I mean, he is absolutely like incompetent with this stuff. How's it going, Max? And then he gets mad at everybody else for offering him solutions. He just yells that system restore didn't work, and then he gets very frustrated, which I think is hilarious. So I'm going to start saying that about everything. Just, I tried the system restore, it doesn't work.
Ready. I have a tech guy. Listen carefully, people. Listen carefully. I have a Mac tech guy who's done system restore everything. Maybe it's the way that I've explained the problem that you're not getting. But if you're not getting it, it doesn't matter. All I'm saying is this fucking is useless to me, and system restore is not going to do a fucking thing. It's way more complicated, okay? We've done system restore 100 times already, okay? Right. So this is a problem that we're beyond system restore. So you didn't get that. Okay.
Thank you for not getting that. Probably no one's going to get any fucking thing that I'm saying here. I've got 6 backing discs, guys. Look. Okay. Forget about the backing discs. Forget about the system restore. You're just giving me incompetent advice. So shut up. And if there's anyone who is really intelligent and listening, I hope this gets to your ear. Right, so anyway, I'll see you next week. How to access the videos, I've explained. How to, and yeah, we'll see you next week. Thank you very much. Much love.
Much love. Much love. Max, I hear you. If I'm still only coming out of your left side, my input settings are to stereo, so it should be okay, but it may have just been where I was sitting. Grounded extracts, that's the calmest you've ever seen them. That is pretty true, to be honest with you. That's the lightest of his lashing out. His crash outs are him telling his whole audience that they're just dumb and stupid and all sorts of stuff. It's great. I was looking for that for today. I'm sure I'll have it in his full-length video. By the way, guys, Grounded Extracts. This guy is freaking hilarious with his parodies of Witsit's live streams. Go check him out. I think that it's to the point where some people don't realize he's joking. It took me a minute, and when it settles in on you, it's great. He does a fantastic job. They're freaking hilarious. Go check him out. I think I have a couple more things from Santos here, and we'll take a palate cleanser after that. Yeah, there's a few just random clips I have here that are just kind of funny to point and laugh at them, so I'm going to go ahead and do that.
A lunar event.
By the way, if anybody can help me out with this one, I tried my best. This was posted August 5th, but he talks about a lunar event going all the way up to 2012, and I know that was like the Aztec calendar thing, so I don't know. If you can figure out what the hell he's on about, let me know.
A lunar event. A lunar eclipse. That's what they call it. And it's going to be very, very special. All the way up to 2012. So be prepared for that, guys.
Be prepared.
All right, so this is where we finished off last week.
So when I saw that, he opened up a stream with that. And when I saw that, yes, he does drink his own urine. Yeah. And James, I'm sorry to tell you, he also does coffee enemas. So, he's basically just pooping coffee all the time. Anyway, lost my train of thought with that one. Damn. Oh, man. All right. Oh, did I have like 2 live streams show up or something? No worries, guys. I appreciate it. It's like I said, first time I set it up, I didn't do a test or anything, so I think I launched 2 live streams without realizing it, but we're all good. Thank you very much for that. I've been on his Patreon all day, so I need to get on his Rumble, and I think he's on Odyssey as well. But I'll definitely be farming more of his clips here. So the lunar event that he was talking about, this clip was what got me thinking, like, does he ever say anything like that leads to a conclusion, or does he just say stuff and he's like, so be prepared? And yeah, this is what got me zoning in on it. There's no end to any of it. He starts a lot of things, yeah, and that's it. It's very frustrating. You guys haven't missed too much. We've just watched a few Santos clips, and there's still plenty more to go. So I appreciate you guys popping over here. I'm not sure what I did to launch 2 streams, but I do believe I did it. All right. Here's another good one here. He obviously is very into chakras, so once again, it's like, what does this information do for us? If, you're telling me blue is a higher frequency than red. What am I supposed to do with that? Am I supposed to burn myself with blue light? Am I not? I don't get it. So, but here he tries to explain.
I would explain it as we went from golden to silver to bronze to now the Iron Age, and we've lost all of that consciousness. Venus is...
That's a quick one. I don't know if you guys caught that, but let's run that one more time.
I would explain it as we went from golden to silver to bronze to now the Iron Age, and we've lost all of that consciousness. Venus is...
So, let's just look at this. From the Gold Age to the Silver to the Bronze to the Iron. By the way, Bronze Age, worst time to be alive in human history. That would have sucked. Iron Age, slightly better. Not really much better, but it's an improvement. So, I think that he's stupid and got his things mixed up. I'm going to go with that. But there's a chance that he said we hit rock bottom and now we're climbing out of it. I don't know. Unless I'm completely off base and the Bronze Age was after the Iron Age. Someone correct me if I'm really just fumbling that hard here. That is, we lost all that consciousness. Yeah, so we lost the consciousness, guys. We only have a little bit of it left. So we need to get more with blue lasers. And our stocks. We're billionaires.
Right. So you have 7 in you. The color of the rainbow is in you.
Thank you, CK. That's what I thought. Yep. It makes sense because, I mean, I played Age of Empires growing up. Iron Age is definitely after the Bronze Age.
The bottom one's red, the top one's blue. Red shift, blue shift. Red pill, blue pill. Roses, red, violets are blue. Red siren, blue siren. Red tap, blue tap. Because those colors, so your torso is a torus field. You have an aura going around you. It goes in your fontanelle and out your perineum at the red shift. So your torso knows about red shift, blue shift. The red chakra has 4 petals in Hindu. They say 4 petals. The orange one above has 6. The yellow one has 10. The green heart chakra has 12. This one has 16. The third eye has 96. Top one, indigo, a violet, has 1,000. When you add all the 6 bottom ones, you come to 144. Thank you, Bible, Revelation 14. When you multiply with the 1,000-petaled lotus on the top, the crown, Kronos chakra, then you get 144,000, the magical number. It's in you. It's in your chakras. Why has the bottom one got...
It's in you. That magical number. 144,000 is inside you. Got that? By the way, 144,000 is a frequency, like if we're talking about light, blue, which is, the highest frequency we can see. It's like 600 to 750, whatever you measure frequency in. Yeah, the 144,000 would be a very, very ultraviolet, I guess. All right, I think that does what I have for Santos here. Yeah, it goes off of what I downloaded from his streams there. So give me a moment. I hid my bookmark tab because I didn't want you guys thinking I was a loser. So there's my homepage, just absolute slop. Let's see. I want to show you guys the channel that's still hosting Santos's content. Daily Motivation. They seem to host a lot of absolute nonsense, but like I said, I can't tell if they're serious or not. This is, they say he's blowing everyone's mind, best kept secrets in the world. I still have to go through a lot of this. That's a great title. But that's how he's avoiding his ban. He does still have these little channels that pick him up. This is his thing right here. That's the religion he believes in or whatever. So, all right. We're going to shift gears. We're going to get into Democ. And those of you who know Democ, yeah, there is no shortage of these weirdos, Lesbosat. It's like, as soon as you debunk one, it's like 10 are ready to take their place. There's some really good channels. Most of these people exist on X and on TikTok. I don't know why, but those are like cesspools for it. So I have a legendary algorithm pull lately that I was going to not show anybody because I was afraid it was going to get stolen. But I am going to do that for you now. Trying to remember the guy's name. Give me a moment. Oh, okay, CK, because Tartarian Truth TV, I just based off of the freaking title, I avoided it like the plague. I'll definitely check them out. Give me a moment. I have this guy's username written down. You guys have probably seen him before, but he's not as well known in our circle as he should be. Okay. Here we go. It is Unlimited You. Has anybody heard of Unlimited You? This guy's got the look. He's got the message. He's got it all, baby. He's going to tell us how to get info from a tree.
Is energy.
All right, folks. I've only watched half of this, so whatever we're in for, we're in it together.
All right. I want you to go out in nature.
Democ's coming. I'm just using this as a palate cleanser, Calder.
In the woods or in the forest if you can. And when you're there, I want you to find the biggest tree that you can find. Okay? And then when you do find the biggest tree, I want you just to sit there and observe it for maybe 2 to 3 minutes. And after you observe it, I want you to go up to the tree and touch it and hold that position for maybe about another 2 to 3 minutes. Okay? See, what you're doing is you are building a connection with this tree.
I'm going to try this tomorrow. I'll tell you guys how it goes.
After you do this, I want you to gently pull back from the tree. Gently, and keep your hand maybe about, I don't know, let's say 6 inches apart from the tree. And I want you to feel its energy. Okay? After you felt its energy, I want you to just pull. Remember? Push and pull. Pull. Just feel that energy pulling. Okay? It's like,
how do I pull? I can follow everything up until the pull part. I gotta know if we can talk to trees and that's all that's stopping me. Someone can teach me this. I'm sure it's in his videos somewhere, how to pull. So this guy pulls for days.
like you are bringing the tree's energy into you. Do that for another 2 to 3 minutes. After you've done that, I want you to go back to the...
It would be molesting a tree if we pushed. I think pulling is consent. I don't know. Maybe it could be the other way around. I've never been in a tree. Big Fish says pulling wood. That sounds like it's pretty aggressive. I'll just say that. If the tree likes it, tree's gonna get it. This guy's gonna give it to him.
tree, touch it, close your eyes, and just see what kind of images you get or what kind of emotions you get, or what kind of even downloads that you might get. You see, trees are living beings. And the reason I said go find the largest tree is because in the forest is because, first of all, the forest is far away from cities and everything else. And these trees, believe it or not, they form connections with one another underground and even above ground. They communicate with one another, with other trees or even other plants. I know this might sound strange to you. I know people that study trees and all that might say otherwise, but I am telling you that they do communicate with one another.
Leodius, he has addressed you. He says, I know you worked with trees, but you're wrong, buddy. He says they're doing it, whether we like it or not. Look, I'm of the belief that there's stimuli that it will respond to, right? And there's probably certain stimuli that it will respond better to. And I'm not just saying, like, water it versus don't water it, like, you know, play music for it versus not play music for it. I'm not beyond thinking those things can have a positive effect, but I don't think the tree's hearing the song and going, damn, I like those lyrics. Like, you know, I think we're all saying the same thing there.
Regardless of what botanologists, if that's the word, say, I'm telling you that they do communicate via their roots and via even the air. They send messages to one another. Okay, just like we are communicating. So, you are going to pick up some information from this tree. If you set the intention that you want information from this tree, you will be mind blown. You literally will be mind blown. You know why? Because trees, even though they don't have a physical brain, are highly intelligent creatures. Or beings, I should say. So try it out. Tell me what kind of images come through your mind. The first images that come through your mind are the best. Okay? Because then your brain kicks in and things get altered. So anything that comes up first is always the best. Try it out. Let me know what you think. And no matter what you do, be the greatest you. Love and light to all. Leave me some comments. Bye for now.
All right. I'm into this guy. I liked it. Sorry. Got my autoplay on, of course. Skeeter Gene. Great energy. Dude. Great dude. Hilarious. Doing good stuff. All right. I don't hate this guy. He doesn't annoy me. He's a joke to me, but it's charming in a way, I guess you could say. For every one of these people, it's like that for me until they do something harmful, and it really only takes, like, it can be hyper specific or it can be widespread harm. But as soon as you start, you know, your choices impact somebody negatively, I feel like that's the line you don't cross. So I hope this guy loves talking to trees, and I hope his life is set up to where he can talk to trees all day without anybody coming up short. I see people talking about Democ. Let's get to him. That was our palate cleanser. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to open up my community tab to let you guys post on it, and I want you to post what images you saw from the trees, okay? And we're gonna get a collection of that on my community tab. No context. Don't say I talked to a tree. Just give me the images. Anybody who doesn't know, they're not part of the tree talking club. So, all right, I got my Democ videos picked out here. I did. Let's see. Oh no, you guys get to see all my song lyrics. All right. God damn. Sorry. All right. Oh wow, I didn't get the last link. There's a Democ video that not many people are privy on. It is a Planet Peterson stream, and he's not labeled as Democ, which is why it's not very well known. It's just labeled the worst flat earther. But as soon as I heard his voice, I knew who that was. So pulling him up now, and we'll watch that one. One thing I always say about Democ is that, you know, you can't go find Democ. He's not a channel, but Democ will find you. And if you do the ritual right, Democ always finds you. But once Democ's there, no one can help you. So it's a it's a double-edged sword. You gotta know what you're getting into. Calder, we got music coming.
Did Thomas Crapper?
Sorry, that was really loud. Calder, we got music coming really soon with Wormhaven. We just finished recording 10 brand new songs. I wanted to do a full-length album with them, and we just finished recording it. It's going to be coming out soon. Couple months max. We've already got the first round of masters back, and they're great. Can't wait to show everybody. So here's I'm going to try to let this go mostly uninterrupted, but I'll stop it at times. There was a comment on this video before I get it started. And, oh, okay, misinformation agent. I didn't know that. I don't go into Flat Earth Discords. I'm on Flat Earth Reddit, and that's about it other than YouTube. So there was a comment on this video where someone was saying if he was arguing in a bathtub, in an empty bathtub, he could fill it up. And now every time I hear Democ talk, I hear every little, like, lisp and every little slur, and it's really hilarious. So the thumbnail of this live stream, he was actually sitting in an empty bathtub with his light on Flat Earth, but I cut it out. But that's the joke there. All right, here he goes. By the way, Planet Peterson's books are awesome. I bought both of them. Not trying to shill his stuff here, but they are genuinely entertaining. So if you're thinking about it.
I was just wondering, like, do you know the difference between horizontal and vertical on a sphere? And could you demonstrate it? And color coordinate, like green for horizontal and like blue for vertical, or orange or something, like just two different colors. Correct?
You want me to, in words, tell you the difference between horizontal and vertical using colors?
No.
Well, that's what you said.
No, demonstrate.
Don't mean to pause it too much. People who are aware of Democ, put your favorite Democ saying or quote in the chat here for me. I just got to see what they are, because no one ever has the same one. And then also when MC Toon mutes Democ or like turns him down, and you just hear him nonstop going in the background the whole time, and then he just picks up wherever you want him to. That's sort of Cyrax like. So Cyrax will scream the whole time you're having a conversation with him, but he'll still respond to you. He can hear you while he's screaming at you, and then he'll still respond. It's odd. I think Democ has that trait.
You know what demonstrate means? That means don't talk. Do it. Point it out with your hands on a ball. You got a ball handy? No ball handy? Imagine that, a guy who thinks he knows about balls or planets or ball physics with no ball handy.
Here, let me go get one.
Of a sphere. Yeah, go get it, and then color coordinate horizontal and vertical.
Now, you said you would like me, using the colors red and blue, without talking, demonstrate to you horizontal and vertical on a ball?
Yeah, horizontal line and vertical line. The ones that increase
without
space.
talking and using the color blue, here you go.
There you have it. Okay. It has been demonstrated.
Yep, no
What
talking, but
Those are some damn specific requirements, and Planet Peterson nailed it. Just got to give it to him on that one. Yeah. Democ was like, holy shit. He really had it.
I did use the color blue.
Did that increase in elevation?
Yeah, everybody saw it except you.
Okay, now show us the horizontal.
I did that.
And the vertical?
Yeah. Were you not watching?
It was the same
It was
thing?
red. It was red and blue.
The same stick?
Yeah.
All right.
Anybody who drinks carbonated water like that, though, There's something about you that's a little off. I'm sorry to say it. Waterloo's pretty good. I've tried it, but I mean, he bought that from a store and brought it home. Carbonated flavored water. That's weird.
So
What do you want to do next?
Hold on a second. Hold on. So when I point my finger out horizontally, vertically that way, when is it supposed to fucking increase at the same rate as a real vertical from flat Earth?
I need
from
you
just up from a horizontal line.
Yeah, I need you to do this without talking, please. Please do the courtesy of
no. We don't have any spheres handy.
No,
we're not trying to prove a sphere.
You need to treat me the way I treated you. I demonstrated it based on your terms. Now, without using any words, demonstrate this for me.
Doesn't have a horizontal reference ever. Are you fucking retarded?
All right, that was Demmoch from Idaho. Put up your.
Oh wait, bring Democ back because I have a question for him real quick.
Demmoch is back.
Did your parents meet at the family reunion?
They met where you don't have 8 inches worth of curve, where you can't prove up and down from your spherical standpoint, you retarded motherfucker. Where you think pointing that way is up, but somewhere 10,000 miles away from your arm. But when you hold a helium balloon to the ground and you release it, it doesn't take no time to fucking be up.
So for the record, he didn't say no. So
I'm going to let that last part play one more time, but it obviously does take time to go up. You can measure the amount of time from when you let go of a balloon to where it floats. If it was instant, that'd be pretty freaking cool, man. I'll give you that, but that'd be a wild world we'd live in. Let's see, don't come to Germany, Steve. We have hundreds of different carbonated water brands. Now, I don't have anything against the carbonated water. I'll even take a sip of it. You know, I'll let somebody treat me to one, if you will, but I'm not picking up the 12-pack of carbonated flavored waters at the store to bring home, put in my fridge, and crack them open whenever I want. Because, I'm sorry, but that's weird. It's weird. It doesn't really fully respond to your comment either. You know, hundreds of... Wait, why do you have hundreds of different carbonated waters? Hundreds? It's just water. It's water and CO2. I don't think you need hundreds of that. Anyway, we'll let Democ say some stupid stuff here, but I'm going to let him say that helium balloon thing again.
Demmoch is back.
Did your parents meet at the family reunion?
They met where you don't have 8 inches worth of curve, where you can't prove up and down from your spherical standpoint, you retarded motherfucker. Where you think pointing that way is up, but somewhere 10,000 miles away from your arm. But when you hold a helium balloon to the ground and you release it, it doesn't take no time to fucking be up.
So for the record, he didn't say no, so I'm going to go with yes. They met at the family reunion.
Elevation and distance increase at the same rate from the point of view anywhere on the top of a sphere to space. They're supposed to. Now, how come you can't prove that way gets up? That way increases in elevation to the horizon. A horizontal line from where I stand, imagine it exists all the way out to touch the clouds that go around your fucking planet, right? Your sphere of air, that way. How come this horizontal line never increases in elevation? How could it possibly get
to 35,000? It always does, literally.
I've never really considered how stupid of a request that is to tell somebody to imagine the horizon extending across the entire planet. That's not what a horizon is. The horizon is the curvature, so picturing it extending across the entire planet is literally imagining the Earth is flat. Keyword imagining. It doesn't happen, though.
Last time I was here in the chat, people were showing videos of sighted levels that were pointing over the top of buildings that were taller than where the level was off in the distance.
That's a good story, retard. Now do you got the fucking drone?
So I've got the empirical evidence that you asked for, and then that's the only thing you can say.
And prove you can hit the clouds, retard. That's all we want to do. Don't say you can't go to clouds.
The fact that you think the way an airplane works is that it flies in a tangent line.
Retard, in a sphere of air that is impossible.
Omni, do I have mod permissions for state like Steve?
No spherical air pockets. You don't have spheres of air.
If you want me to drop him, I will drop him.
No.
This bathtub's about a quarter of the way full at this point. the spherical earth was really well, I got the tub flowing right there. But I have to know what a day in the life of Democ is like. Have you guys seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? There's the A Day in the Life of Frank. There's an episode. It's POV, you're Frank Reynolds for a day. And it is extremely uncomfortable. I mean, it is... You almost want to stop watching the whole time. That has to be Democ. Maybe he is Frank Reynolds. I think I nailed it. I think he just starts blasting.
Oh, you can't prove that up is that way for your
Yeah,
globe.
just mute him so I can ask him. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I could ask him a question, but he's gonna do that every single time.
I don't think
so I'm not
the
gonna
guy-
miss him.
How close can you get to a nuke to make sure it's real? When it goes off, where do you go to make sure that it's real? How far?
I don't
Did
know.
it obliterate stuff?
Some sort
like,
of number.
Well, what kind of stuff do you put out there to make sure that it like turns it into powder dust?
What kind of stuff do I put out there?
Yeah, the atom bomb's supposed to turn stuff into powder dust. It's supposed to obliterate it, right? Disintegrate.
I would say vaporize, but sure.
Oh, not. It's all about the same thing, right? So how close do you got to be, or what kind of stuff like do you see get vaporized? You know, what I mean, where would you see this at? How could you?
What this? I wouldn't
How close
even
can
call.
Sometimes his questions make me think I'm having a stroke. If other people didn't react the same way, I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably have to go get help. Thank goodness no one else gets it.
You
At a
be to a
sentence.
nuke to film that it's true going off. What are you?
How
fucking
close
slow?
can you be? I don't know.
Yeah,
a
to
mile.
film it. You live.
I have no idea.
Can you film a make one? How
Can
does
I
it? How do
film-
you keep it from going off?
Just so everyone's aware, the footage he's talking about where the nukes went off and they had that like little town set up or whatever, we made that fake town and then we filmed what a nuke would do to it. Those cameras were miles away and they had very specific lenses crafted to be able to zoom in at that distance. You'll notice they're all fixed positions. Yeah, Nuketown. Those cameras were underground, in bunkers if they were close, and they were miles away if they weren't close to get those shots. So that's what I think he's trying to point out, is that you can't get that shot because it would blow the camera up, but you just got to zoom in a bit, just a lot.
I warned
I
you.
don't-
about Demmoch.
What are you doing?
Well, look, okay, if you're too retarded to know about a nuke or protons or electrons or fusion or any crackpot cornball cat toys in a can, right? And listen, what you should figure out is how you get globe down without down. An 8-inch drop is no drop. How do you prove that? How do you prove the elevation tool can't read an 8-inch drop?
It's 8 inches away from
Down is just the direction of the acceleration
No,
of
how are
gravity.
you proving that?
Everybody
retard
knows that.
fuck? No, stop saying words, retard. Where is your Earth curve line to prove that? Your physical line on the wall, retard.
You don't use an Earth curve
fuck
to
off.
determine
No, yeah,
what the
you do,
direction
retard.
of the
Yeah,
acceleration
that's
of
exactly
gravity
what you
is.
do. No, that's exactly what you do, dumb fuck.
It's
That's
not.
exactly what
you
you
can
do.
literally just
physically
use a
put the
plumb
Earth
to
curve on the
establish it.
wall. No, retard, Peterson. You physically put the fucking Earth curve on the wall, and then you get your altimeter and show that
I've
it
literally
doesn't change
never
in
done that.
elevation.
Name one time that I've ever done that.
You couldn't, you retarded fuck. It doesn't exist.
Oh, so I haven't done that, so you're wrong.
Couldn't, you dumb bitch. So no glow.
Well, you're the one that said that
welcome
is
to
what I
flat
do, but I've actually
Do you
never
have-
done that, so you're literally
you
a
have an
liar.
Earth curve handy, an 8-inch drop somewhere that doesn't show it drops. You dumb son of a bitch. Are you slow?
Oh, that dumb son of a bitch. I gotta let him do that again. This bathtub is getting full.
Drop some.
That's true, CK. I will have merch soon. I'll have my first tier monetization unlock soon, which is exciting. I really just have a blast doing this, though. If I was getting 2 views per episode of Creepy Van, I'd still be making them. But yeah, it's exciting. It's really awesome to see it take off a little bit.
But I've actually never done that, so you're literally a liar.
You have an urge curve handy, an 8-inch drop somewhere that doesn't show it drops, you dumb son of a bitch. Are you slow? Where on this earth does it match earth curve? So in your backyard and in my backyard, it doesn't match earth curve in any mud puddle or anything. So the fucking whole earth, how big is 8 inches compared to the earth, you retard? Pretty fucking small, isn't it, stupid? Now, how big is that mountain? Now, a mountain is supposed to be so smooth on an earth when you rub your hand on it like a cue ball, you wouldn't be able to tell, right, retard? So now we're going to go in our backyard and find the 8-inch piece of dirt, retard, that actually matches what you would call an earth curve. Now, I want you to put a cube on it. Put the front of the cube on the earth curve, the differential, right, 8-inch drop. And we'll see how the object looks with a real 8-inch earth curve drop. And take an altimeter to somebody's backyard somewhere, because somewhere on the earth has to match itself as an earth curve, doesn't it, stupid?
No.
Peterson. So the earth doesn't have to match earth curve anywhere for earth to be earth curved everywhere.
Yep.
You left him
So
speechless.
equidistant means nothing to you. That means every bump and hill and mountain and valley and cliff in your yard is equal? Are you fucking slow, brother? I want to know how you know how 8 inches and what the fuck that means compared to a horizontal. You'll have to.
I don't need to know anything about 8 inches. I can observe that the southern sky rotates in a different direction than the northern sky. And
you're going to have to steel man a horizontal
by virtue of
line
literally
above
that
an arc
alone, the earth
line.
can't be flat.
And then you're going to.
You know what's funny is even with 3 suns, you can't explain the different rotations of the night sky. My God, I want to hear a debate where Democ wins. I know he doesn't ever truly win, but he's been doing this for years, There's got to be a gem in there where he just, he just really said something that bulldozed somebody, and they were like, you know what? You got me. Maybe it's never happened. That's also very possible. I don't know. How old do you think Democ is? Is he 108 or is he like 32?
Use your elevation tool, you fucking retard. We don't point our fucking fingers and say the lights in the hallway. Our fingers are taller than that. Are you fucking stupid? You don't understand shit drinks in your
Or
fucking...
stupid, I would think the earth is flat.
You're a dumb motherfucker.
Or
who ain't
stupid,
got
my
a side
vocabulary
view.
would be
You
as
have a
limited
side
as
view.
yours.
You pointing over a mountain,
You
bitch.
seem to have a tenuous grasp
You
of the
seem to
English
not have a
language,
fucking side
whereas my
view.
vernacular
You're
is
pointing
far
over the
superior.
top of a mountain. You don't have a side view and you can't fall.
Yeah, I think that's about right, CK. I always picture him as a like a retired construction worker, somebody who's just been, digging trenches, just sun, like that leather skin type of deal, and no teeth for some reason. I mean, he doesn't have. I'm assuming he has dentures, and he takes them out to debate. I don't know. But yeah, it's just the image that comes into my mind. Can't help it. If he's listening, Democ, I at least picture you as a construction worker in decent shape. You're not like some scrawny little crackhead in my head, so that's good, right? But put your dentures in, man, for the debates. We can hear it.
Sea level. You can't fall along 14 psi, you fucking reject. So if you lived on a ball, you dumb motherfucker, if 14 psi went below your feet continuously for 8,000 fucking miles, re-fucking tard, you would be able to kamikaze down along sea level, bitch. Can you do?
Construction workers do understand level. Yeah, that may have been a rough assessment considering how many of their tools he doesn't understand how to use. So, yeah.
Do that live, Glober? Center of gravity, motherfucker.
I can look at the
fucking air, curved air ball.
Well,
You curved
I
air
can-
ball, bitch.
now you have
Get in your fucking object and go kamikaze down right the fuck now and don't hit dirt and water. You loser, fuck. Go 1 foot past 39.59. Oh, can't do it? That spot doesn't exist. It's like Narnia to you fucking retards.
Question for the mods. Can I get in trouble for what I'm thinking?
Probably, but do it anyway.
No, you could probably get in trouble for you being able to prove that way increases at the same rate of elevation as up. The up of law of flat earth, above a vertical line. The vertical law of principle of itself. A horizontal line will represent itself, and every point of the horizontal line will be level. That means the horizontal line will have no increase or decrease in rate of change. Now that's what you live on. That's how that proves it. That's the prediction of the thing you live on. The thing that has no change of rate, right, retard? That horizontal line. Now what you need to do is show how a fucking curve right next to my flat earth proof, that horizontal line that doesn't have a change of rate, you have to show somewhere an actual physical motherfucking arc in front of you at least 8 inches, because that's nothing to the earth. That's like
Isn't Squiggles coming up here to bash Demmoch here
compared to 8 inches?
What I was doing to Taylor, I mean, holy moly,
fucking Norm Peterson.
That was absolutely nothing compared to the verbal abuse that's going on right now.
What is an 8-inch drop, Norm
That's
Peterson?
crazy. Why isn't Squiggles white knighting for me
You
right
asked
now?
for Democ.
Is he calling him Norman Peterson? Is that like an insult, or is that just a mistake? From what I found, every flat earther always thinks that Eric's name is Pete, so they think he's Pete Peterson, which would be a pretty dope name. I just call him Big Peepee. That's a good one. All right, we'll let this little chat they had finish out here. We'll see what the big grand finale is. Then we got one more.
You asked for Democ. What did you expect?
Brother, we just need you to...
That doesn't mean I consent to verbal abuse.
I need you to still man a horizontal flat earth line and then still man a curve that does the
Ask
same.
for Democ, you get Democ. Oh, okay. Victim blaming. I see. That's what we're doing here. Now I know what the OmniTalk Discord server is all about. We always blame the victim. That's what it is.
I don't think that's our credo.
Well, that's Democ. I feel like most of us knew Democ. Most of us knew Santos as well. Gosh, man. That is Norm Peterson from frickin' Cheers. Yeah, if that was the reference he was making, it went over my head, but that's amazing. I still remember the episode where he sat down at the bar and got his arm stuck in gum, but instead of like getting the gum off with ice or anything, he was content to just sit there and drink beer until it disintegrated, and then he could go home. So, good episode. Good episode. First time you've heard of these two. See, now I know the communities that we see each other in Lesbosac, and it's that's why I started my channel, was because I saw this crossover, like this gap between the lolcows that we know, like on the too high for stupid level, like, you know, Cyrax and White Bowser. And I noticed these guys are really close to the same. Many of them have the exact same properties, but they just do it in a setting that's, you know, different. They do it in a debate setting. So, yeah, I totally started my channel thinking I'll just do Kiwi tape style videos on flat earthers, and that was the birth of the van. So, anywho, oh, don't worry, Lesbosac does not have innocence. She has seen the worst of the internet. We know each other from a dark corner. But this is actually a little more lighthearted and fun, the Flat Earthers. That's why I enjoyed covering them over. The lolcows are entertaining, but they are degenerates, man. They can get depressing. All right, Icy Spin. Icy Spin published a video of Democ in his moon theories.
Skype.
Icy Spin has always been awesome in the chats. He's always fun to talk to. And he helped me out with my Why the Wounded Worship the Weird video a little bit. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, he did. Good person. Just fun to fun to talk to and a good person to share knowledge with. So if you get a chance, check his channel out. I don't know if he's trying to grow it, but probably. What the fuck is Icy Spin? Yeah, Calder, you've never heard of that guy, have you? Monkey Cat Pat Pat, what's up? What is up? It was awesome seeing your face the other day. I had never put a face to the name, so it's always fun to do that. I feel like this is a really interesting community with the people it has, because you know there's people in their late 50s, early 60s, and you know people in early 20s, early 30s that can exchange ideas that aren't generational. You know, they're pretty universal. So, all right, I'm just gonna let this play for a little bit. I'll try not to stop it as much as I have been. After this one, we're gonna take a poll. And I'm going to honor the results. Whichever one you guys choose, that's the next episode of Steve's Creepy Van. I'm going to try to be getting them out a little sooner. 50 in a couple days. Hey, that's, they say 50 is the new 50. 35 myself. It doesn't feel like it. I still feel like I'm 16. It's weird. I should probably do something about that. But anyway, after this one, we'll take the poll. Like I said, I'm trying to get the episodes out a little quicker, and I think this will be a good way to do it. So here we go.
Skype?
No, it's not even close to 14-inch. It's a 9 1/4 Schmidt Cassegrain.
How does a hologram have shadows?
That's a really good question.
I don't know. How does Tupac jump out on stage as a hologram?
That's good then. Good for you.
You'll never know, stupid.
Well, we're unrelated. But
what, Tupac hologram? And you said hologram. Hologram's unrelated to a hologram? Aren't you smart?
You got me.
A hologram.
Technically, your hologram's not really a hologram.
When did the moon last jump out on a stage, though?
I don't know. I didn't say the moon jumped out on the stage at all. I said Tupac did. Clean your fucking ears out.
I thought that was an analogy.
Was a hologram, not me. I don't know what the fuck the moon is. It could be a UFO. It could be an alien. It could be.
The moon's currently on a stage and it's being filmed through a telescope.
Bring me some of it, or go stand on it and wait.
So currently, that's the last time.
Do you think it's more likely than not a solid
I think it's
object?
more likely you have no fucking clue of what you're talking about.
Believe it's a solid.
I just don't know what else could have.
Looks solid.
Yeah, cool.
Looks
thing.
solid.
Cool.
Definitely acts like a solid object. You can't see through it.
Tupac looks solid too.
Do we trust? Do we trust?
I never saw the Tupac hologram. I'm gonna look it up. Two-pad. All right, let's see. Oh, he does look solid. Okay, I'll give Democ that point. Tupac's hologram did look solid. All right, back to it.
Still sensitive.
Didn't look solid? I don't know. That looks solid to me. Am I wrong here? I mean, I feel like these are edited photos though to make him look more realistic. Although that looks pretty good. He is a little fuzzy though, just a little. All right, here he looks like a hologram, that's for sure. You know. All right, we'll just leave it up to whatever you decide, because it really doesn't matter.
Should we trust our senses?
You're not touching it. Go touch it. Let's see your touch sense on the moon.
Well, that's one of your senses.
Pretty well. I've never seen. At least
why do the tides follow moon phase?
Your sense of
how come the tides follow moon phase?
When you touch it, right? Only when you touch it.
It's not exactly that they follow moon phase. It's
because then you'll have the material, then you'll have the weight, you'll have the
sun
attribute.
Plays a role in the tides. So when the moon and the sun,
predominantly the moon and tides are very closely linked.
I know it's a little bit of a mashup with the voices right here, but at about the 3-minute mark, it smooths out. So just so you guys are aware.
But you have like
possibly do that in the
neap tides and then like high tides. Some like that. There's terminology.
Neap tides and spring tides. Yeah, all kinds of tides.
Yeah,
still tied to moon phase.
Exactly.
Wouldn't you?
So
Just put a moon rock on your
neap tides
truck, you're hauling
happen
water.
during half moons
Follow you.
Correct.
because the
let's
gravity
see
from the
moon rock on the
sun
water.
is kind of competing with the gravity
Yeah,
of
they're
the moon.
orthogonal to each other. So yeah, they're not additive or subtractive. Yeah.
Occam's razor says
What happened while I was
Then
gone?
during
What happened to the other
full
flat
moon-
earthers?
you couldn't
Occam's
do
razor
moon,
says
moon,
that it's a solid object because I've never seen a
So
non.
where is a lab with a moon rock moving water?
They left a
do you
while
guys
ago,
believe
right?
this fairy tale?
We're going to more
What
basic.
Why do you believe holograms and UFO lights?
Yeah,
and moon
because
stuff?
if the moon's
Why are we left
hollow
with
like
this one?
Well,
egg
Why
even
do you
UFOs
believe
are
alien
how do
balls
we
can
know
move
it's
shit?
a mass that's hollow versus a mass that's solid all the way
Your
through?
alien
It's an interesting
UFO,
question.
alien star UFO planet.
Talking with Democ because we all turned him down.
What is a moon? A meteor, a comet, a UFO,
Well,
a
I'm
hologram,
pretty
a
sure
light, a planet?
since we can use
spaceship?
parallax to measure
Is it
the
alive?
distance to the moon,
No, the moon is a
we can
moon.
know we
What
can
is the moon
know
and
how
how
large
can
it
you
is,
prove it?
and then we can
Satellite.
base on.
Possibly prove
Let's
what the
say if
moon
it were
is.
hollow,
We've measured it with
gravity
satellites.
would probably.
I mean, with a.
How could you possibly prove what a material is of the moon on Earth?
Have you ever heard of a moon bounce?
How could you possibly know what moon is
Yeah, where they shine a
without
laser
moon
at the
material?
moon and it bounces back, and they use the timing.
What moon material do you have to
Yeah,
back any of
I've
your
heard it.
claims?
It's much more accurate than
I have a telescope.
I don't care about your stories or what you told your fucking
Ed
grandma.
tries to talk with Democ, he's not talking with you.
No, I posted the
No,
pictures.
we're
in the
talking
chat.
about evidence that you can
Anybody
touch.
who
What does a
tries
moon
to
rock
debate
weigh?
Democ loses.
What does a
I
moon
don't
rock weigh?
see
What
any
does it
pictures
feel
in the
like?
chat.
Have you ever seen a non-physical object
I've
cast a
never
shadow?
seen a moon rock, the very thing you
I have
guys
not.
are boasting about. I've
I don't know
never
if I've
seen
ever
it
seen
move
a
water.
non-physical object.
What is a moon?
So what I'm looking forward to with Democ's video is one, all the great quotes, because it's just going to be, I might have to use 2 songs for the intro reel. I'm not sure. It is my favorite part. But I'm also going to be like bleeping out. I'm just going to find his worst like rants, like a good 20-25 second rant, and actually bleep out the bad words, because I'm curious to know what he's saying in Morse code. And we're going to figure that out. Like, I'm not even joking. We're really going to do it like that. Shifty Eyes Shady, what's up? How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. We are going to let this play a little more, and then we're going to wrap it up.
I don't know if I've ever seen a non-physical object.
What is a moon?
Have you not
That's a good
seen?
point. Satellite.
Have you not seen a physical object?
Wow, that's like how's a raven like a writing deck?
Great. Show me in your hands a piece of moon.
You get it.
Have you ever seen
I don't have a
tide
piece of
come
moon.
in
Could you mail
and
me
go out?
one? I want to test its orbitability.
I have seen
water
the tide
moving
come
straight.
in. I don't know if I
How
was at
many
the
tons
beach
of
long
water
enough to
can
see
I
it go
move with
out.
this little moon rock?
How many impossible experiments are you going to list?
How many? I need a moon rock to do any, don't
Sorry,
I?
can someone well, that's an impossible experiment.
Someone
So
go
how
get
many?
a moon rock.
I'll let you finish. Sorry.
Get a moon rock.
Get a moon rock.
Okay. How should I do that? Just go to the moon, right?
I don't know, you weird story making fuck. It's your story. Back your claim.
No.
Player,
You brought
dragon
moon
moon
rocks
rocks.
into it. No, you brought
Got
the moon rocks.
dragon moon rocks. You slayed the dragon.
My
moon.
story was way
Oh,
more basic.
we owe you our life, dragon moon rock, nothing burger. Where's the dragon? Where's the moon rock?
I'm totally lost in this story.
Yeah, so am I. What
Yeah, so I'm just going to divert. Can someone
anybody
explain
have a
why
moon rock? Everybody's
to me? Just
about a
because I've
moon
heard
rock.
before, I don't know what they are.
Don't be anti-moon rock. Moon rock lovers. Anti-science, anti-physics, anti.
Well, or not. We don't have to do that.
You're anti-lab.
Talk about something else.
No, but what's the
Well,
thought?
Occam's razor is that this the moon
Democ's razor.
Well, you mentioned it. The moon is physical because it has shadows.
Moon, where? Show me your moon rock.
Well, he showed it a
Show me,
minute
go
ago.
to the moon and back. Go.
Hey, really quick, if anybody can tell me how to start a poll, I'd love to do that. I'm looking for it right now. No idea what I'm doing.
Shoot something into it like a rope.
It's maybe that the moon has
Like a
shadows.
Shoot a
You know
rope
that
into it. Let's see it hang, you dumb fuck.
if 2 people
Well, it's
across the world,
And if they're not gonna make anything physical, you
No,
fucking
it's like that.
retard. That's what got us here.
across the
You
world,
guys need to
take a
fucking
picture
hit
of the moon at the
no
same
nuts.
time, and they overlay them, they actually
Well,
don't
I showed you a
overlay
moon rock
perfectly.
earlier.
What is a moon rock? I want to move water with it. The claim. I want it to have phases, bitch, and I want it to fucking orbit something 4 times bigger than itself. I want it to hold air and water. I want it to have frozen water in it too. What is a moon rock? What is a moon?
Such a good
You have
point.
no fucking clue, do you? Where do you start?
No.
I'm not sure if it matters, but I'm streaming through OBS. I don't really have... I guess I could open the studio, but yeah, I should probably have something open that I don't.
We do.
Yeah, well said,
We
Democ.
brought it back. Right?
It's a great point.
No, I don't have it.
Where is the moon rock at in a lab?
I can define both.
So nobody's got a moon rock. We don't want your stories. Close the book. Get the fucking moon rock out. Stop talking. The moon
we
rock.
can't prove anything about. We can't.
All right. Well, we'll just create the poll here then. Yep. What's our question going to be? It's going to be Santos or Democ. I'll let this play while we get the results. Thank you for helping me with this.
Prove anything.
Trial and error. How can we trial and error your story? You fucking idiot.
It doesn't exist because he doesn't believe
Yeah,
it
because
exists.
you don't have one, retard. Like unicorns and Bigfoot.
Did I actually launch the poll right or no? I didn't, did I? I got you. Oh, I can do it from here. Nope. Let's go disconnect me. Yeah, it's who should be the next target of they're both going to be featured in a full episode of Steve's Creepy Van. But whoever you want to see first, this is your chance to tell me. Let's see. I have no idea what the hell I'm even looking for. There we go. Here. And then I can make the pull through here, I'm assuming. Yeah, all right. Thank you. All right, that's going. We'll finish this out.
And aliens and UFOs, you don't have one in the lab. Shut the fuck up about
All I wanted to know is how it has shadows cast onto it. That's all I asked.
What is it? What are you talking about, stupid bitch? Your imagination.
Why are we sandbagging somebody with mental health problems?
I can repost the photo.
Repost the photo of.
What a buzzkill. Why are we sandbagging someone with mental health problems? Because he showed up. He showed up for the discussion, man. I mean, it's not like people are gonna not talk to him and just let him say the ridiculous shit, right? Like, I know, I get it though. I know some people just have more empathy than me. I'm gonna have to say that's probably a positive.
Your fucking imagination.
No. I took it with my own camera through a telescope.
Camera of what? On what? Doing what to what?
iPhone 15 Pro Max with a telescope.
Is it weird that I would sit down and have a beer with Democ just for the entertainment value at a bar, but I definitely wouldn't with Santos? Like, just wouldn't care to at all. Democ, it would just be like a spectacle.
So your camera has shadows. I'm happy for your
post it.
Well, yeah, of course. My camera has shadows. Yeah, but we're talking about the moon.
You have a moon rock.
Yeah, I told you I shot it.
You don't have any moon material. Why are you saying
the moon is a rock, you fucking idiot.
You bet your life that the moon does everything you said without a moon.
Say that again.
You bet your life on a moon rock moving.
I think I'm actually I'm gonna wrap it up here. Unfornicated stream is just starting. I'm also going to link this video that was Icy Spins. Go subscribe to his channel. He's a great person who is really fun to interact with in this space. So, yeah, Icy Spin, no worries. I see you. appreciate you letting me use your little video with Democ there. But yeah, no, go check Icy Spin out. I'm sure you've seen him in MC Tunes chat if you're in there ever, and all abouts. He's all over this scene. So, like I said, I'm going to wrap it up. It looks like, poll-wise, I don't know if it's closed or what, but Democ took the commanding lead, like 81 to 19%. So, yeah, I mean, clear winner there. You guys, I honestly swear I started this stream thinking you guys were going to pick Santos. I really did. I was farming his clips earlier today and thinking about the narrative, but he's going to come afterwards. The legend of Democ is coming. You guys asked and you will receive. So, really appreciate everybody being here. Connor, you're awesome, man. Always the OG fan. Appreciate you. I meant to tell you earlier, you were asking about donations. I can't take them yet, man. Soon, though. Soon. Some of you stuck around this whole stream. That is freaking awesome. I love you guys. It was really cool. Little Horn did. Lesbosac did. Connor did. CK. I mean, a bunch of you guys were in the wrong live stream because of me and then hopped over. Thank you so much. I was nervous going into this. I feel a lot more comfortable with it now. We'll do another one soon. Hope you all have a great night. Head over to Unfornicated's live stream. And yeah, I'll be seeing you with the Democ episode. Bye, everybody. Thank you.